So tension type headaches happen to be one of the most common types of headaches that we see, and these are associated with that tightness in the neck and the shoulders and right up into the base of our skull here. And one of the most common aggravating factors of these headaches happens to be poor posture, especially that sort of rounded posture that we find ourselves in when we're looking at our phone, working on our computers, driving, or even just resting on the couch watching TV. And that's why I wanted to share with you two of my favorite exercises that you can do to try and improve your posture, which means we'll reduce the stress on our neck, which means less headaches. Hi, I'm Craig from Elevate Chiropractic, and I've been helping people feel, move and function better for the last 14 years. So that classic posture, like I just mentioned, is that rounded posture with that head forward. Okay, when we're in this position, what often happens is we get a lot of tightness in our chest and we get weakness in our back just because we're not using those muscles very much. So these exercises, so the first one is going to be to help stretch the chest. The second one is going to be to help strengthen the mid-back. So let's go check them out. So our first exercise here is the classic chest stretch. Now you've probably seen lots of different versions of these. The most common one is probably the door frame, where our hands against the side of the door frame and we're going to push forward, rotate away, get a nice stretch through the front here. Now that's a good one. Personally, it's not my favorite. My favorite way of doing this is against our wall. And what we're going to do is we're going to place our hand against the wall and we're going to rotate our body away and get a nice stretch through the front of our chest here. I like to tweak this a little bit and put this part of my hand against the wall. So we're going to place this part of a hand, we're going to rotate away and you're going to give you a nice stretch. Now the cool thing with this one as well is you can also play with the height. So as you change the position of where our hand is, whether it's in the middle or high or low, you're going to change the emphasis of the stretch. So really with this, you're going to play around with it until it feels like you're stretching right in the spot that needs it. As with any stretch, I like to hold these for at least 5 or 6 deep slow breaths. And you're going to try and want to do this at least 2 or 3 times a day, especially if you are sitting hunched over your computer a lot at work. So the second exercise here is called the banded pull apart, and to do that we're going to use a simple resistance band. It only needs to be very light resistance, so yellow one would be more than enough for most people. I'm just using a red one, which is the second level of intensity in the ones that I have, just because I had one lying around, which is one I use for the video. But if you don't have one, it's well worth investing in. They're only a few dollars and well worth having around at home because you can use them for so many different useful things. Okay, so to this exercise, we're going to hold on to the band, arms in front of us. We're going to keep our shoulders down. We don't want to have our shoulders raised up, arms straight. We're going to do a nice pull apart, okay? Keeping our shoulders down the whole time. For me, it's really important when we come back in, we don't want the band to go loose, okay? We want to keep a little bit of tension there. We're going to bring it in. And as we do this, what it does is it really is a great way of just activating all those muscles in the mid-back. So when we're hunched over at our desk and we're doing our work, we aren't really activating those muscles. So we really want to try and get them working again, and that's what this exercise is great for. So I would do at least, say, 3 sets of 10 of these. I'd do them, say, a couple of times a day, at least once a day, but a couple of times a day would be good, especially if you are spending a lot of time hunched over the computer. This is not so much going to get those muscles really strong, but it's about waking them up, getting them working so that they can actually start to function better. So there you have those 2 useful exercises. Hopefully you'll try them and get some benefit from them. If you do try them and you're still suffering, there's a couple of other videos I wanted to quickly share with you, and I think you'll find those beneficial as well. One was showing an exercise called the YWTL, which is a really great way of strengthening up the mid-back. And the second one was a really useful technique to reduce the tension at the base of the skull here. So if you are getting that really achiness at the base of the skull, that headache that comes up over your head, this will be something useful to try as well. I'm going to link those both down in the comments below so you can go and watch those after you've watched this one. Of course, if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out or comment down below. I'll answer those for you. Until next time, take care. I'll see you soon.